All right. Hello, hello, hello. I'm Jacka. This is the Séance at Blake Manor. And, let's see, only slightly remember what. Oh, we were going to a talk. I wonder if we have a little bit of. You know what? I don't know that we have a little bit of time. So let's go ahead and see if we can't find the talk. And then we'll see if we can find other people from there. Oh, hello. Here has been knocked over indeed. I wonder if this is all kind of tracking that one, you know, from up. Didn't we see a knocked over plant upstairs? We should definitely look at that. But first, I think we need to go to the atrium and then into the drawing room, I think. Gah! Hello. Jesus. Jump scare, lady. Alright, so this should be in here.
Welcome, all of you, to my home. I am Jonathan Blake, the Marquess of Doon, Lord of this manor, and all the land that can be seen from it.
Alright, Mufasa.
I've been asked to speak with you about the house and its history, which dates back to 1652.
Oh, wow. 31 minutes. Okay.
My ancestor, Edward Blake, was granted this land in the winter of 1651. The following summer, work began on the castle that, in turn, became this manor.
This is where I really wish there was auto text. Also, does anybody see that up here? What?
The building has been expanded many times over since then, and you would be hard-pressed to tell the original building and the additions apart.
I tried to drag it, that's what clicked it forward. I don't think that's supposed to happen. It looks like this is cut here. So I don't know if it's supposed to be full, or if there was if that's part of the transition that I wasn't paying enough attention to. But I found a bug, guys.
But the main compound is roughly expanded to 5 times its original size. This is not counting the basement, which was added in the late 1700s.
Wait, the basement was added later? How easy is that to do on a building that's already built? Like, wouldn't that cause structural issues? Or be very, very difficult to do without causing damage to a building? Because if you're adding a basement, that means that you didn't dig it out originally, so you went back in and dug it out. I feel like that would cause foundation errors. That's a word. Errors, like, wouldn't it? But I also don't know much about this kind of thing. I know that typically when you construct a house, you dig the basement out first, and then you build over it, and often build supports into it. I've never heard of doing that in post, but I guess that's an interesting thing to do, because that's 50 years later? Oh, late 1700s. Okay, wait. So when oh god, there's 2 ways that this works. 19th century means the 1800s, right? Isn't it backwards? Or is it forwards? 19th century is the... Yeah, one of them is backwards. I don't remember exactly which one, but I think that's when it does the nth century, not when it's like late 1700s. So the late 1700s would mean that they put the basement in almost 100 years later. Like, at least, like, what? 50 would get you into the 1700s. Late 1700s would be in the 90s. Yeah, you'd be looking at least 100 years, if not 150 years later. That's an interesting choice. Feels like, why? Did I click for this? Come on, guys. Why do I gotta click just for the end of this?
The Great Famine was hard on much of Ireland.
Very true.
And we were no exception.
Great Famine fucking sucked, man.
Those were hard years on the land and our family. My father sold much of the estate and made some daring investments across Europe. They did not pay off. And so, when I was of age and title, I turned the manor into a hotel. What remains of the land is still farmed or forested, of course.
I don't think you need to click to have an empty spot here. I guess it's...
You, sir. A question.
I guess it's supposed to mean that this is the end of the cutscene. I still think that there should... I understand not doing this. Maybe there are people who really like talking between every statement. For me, it makes me want to talk between every statement, which I don't like. I feel like I don't want to do that. I wish all of this had an auto select, because all of this is one section of the conversation. There's no reason. I had to click 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and technically 9 times to get to the next section. That's a lot of just like sitting with your hand on the mouse and click, 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 clicking. Like, I feel like this should be, I don't think it'd be very hard to have some kind of an option for auto. And I didn't see one. I'll check after this, and maybe I missed it, and maybe I'm getting grumpy about nothing. But I also do not think I need to click for the transition. Just a little bit, it's a little bit much on the clicking here. Again, I've said it before, it removes the immersion, and I'm desperately trying to be immersed in this. I really am, because I am fascinated by the story. There's little errors here and there and weirdness, but I don't really care about that. Story is interesting. I want to get engaged, but for somebody with severe ADHD, and I do admit it, this is a problem for me, because I'm wanting to like listen. I want to not click. I want to sit here and listen to it go through, and I'm having to click, 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 click. I'm almost tempted to get my fucking controller out so that I can sit back comfortably and click, 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 click. Just for the A button. I feel like that's such an easy fix.
Thank you, Marquess. Not to turn things gruesome, but is it true what they say about the walled-up rooms?
Okay, Mr. Scarrett. Who's Mr. See, this is good. I'm assuming this is his only statement, right? And it's several sentences, and it's in a paragraph. And now I can think, okay, who's Mr. Scarrett? I can now engage. I feel like just do the paragraphs, and then, so that's Father What's-His-Face. So Mr. Scarrett has to be either... I think this is the Callahan guy, right? The red-haired guy? Here's the other question. Can I cannot get to the things. But I think that's the Callahan. So Scarrett's one of these 3, but I don't remember which. I know it's not the father.
Spending too much time digging around in our library, eh, Mr. Scarrett? Certainly, it is rumored that Percival Blake bricked away 2 young lovers for angering him, set across from one another so they could hear each other's final days.
Okay, now, it's so inconsistent. You, sir, a question. I had to click. Mr. Scarrett, thank you, Marquess. Not to turn things gruesome, but is it true what they say about the walled-up room? I have to click. Marcus Blake, da-da-da-da. Click, click. And then I click, and she immediately talks. And that's her, I think. Because that's not Darcy's here. This is weird to me. Also, they just released the patch. Oh, by the way, dating, a happy fucking Halloween, bro. I hope you guys had a great one. I had a very funny one, because I got to watch my nieces run around in Among Us costumes. But back to my... There was a patch released today. I was kind of hoping that some of this little weirdness was kind of buffed out, but...
That said, no such chambers were found, nor records of work being done that matched the timing. It is true that a young couple did indeed vanish with no record, but that wasn't uncommon for that era. Over the years, some staff, and yes, even guests, have reported hearing sobs from a young woman in the east of the manor, but given the lack of evidence, these are likely flights of fancy. As such, we continue to display a portrait of Percival Blake. That said, I did have it moved from the main halls on the staff's request. Now it is in one of the towers, though I can't recall which.
We ran into this one. It's in the east, I think. And we're clicking for the end of the thing. I think all of this, if this was all one, just an option, that would make me so much happier. I would be satisfied.
Thank you, Marquis. Any more tragic deaths to share?
That's Mrs. Darcy. That's her right here. Yeah, why are we using the same? Okay.
All death is tragic, Mrs. Darcy.
I like that statement, actually.
I'm not sure this place has any more tragedy than any other family in this land.
Then why all the ghost stories? I don't think we all gathered here for no reason.
Kind of insensitive lady. I mean, she's not wrong. Kind of insensitive.
That's perhaps a better question for Miss Mantovani.
Who is not here, right? Like, she's not... This is the only people we see, right? This is the father. This was the lady who spoke up earlier, Miss Hisham. But Miss Mantovani is not... We keep being told that's a question for Miss Mantovani, but she's not around much. I think she gives a talk later. Okay, now we're doing a cutscene. Why are we doing a cutscene?
No more questions? Okay. Let us conclude then. Thank you all for your time.
Why are we black screening for that? Is it like... Could this be a different thing if we did something else, I wonder? Because there doesn't seem to be any particular rhyme or reason between this section and other sections. So this must somehow change or adjust or something. Like, these must be separate sections that can be something different based on something. It has to be, right? Why else would you do it?
I shall take my leave. But I hope you enjoy the rest of your stay here at Blake Manor.
Okay. It must change based on something. I'm not sure what, though. Oh, you were the guy sitting over here in the corner. Okay, all right. There's some creepy people in here. Who else is... Oh, gosh. Lurking behind me. Okay. Let's take a gander of this space. Anything weird on the ceilings? No. They fiddled with the sensitivity. I feel like it's fast again, but I'm not sure. It may just be me, so let me go ahead and feel like I want it down a little bit. It's already really down, but let's do a little bit more. Dialogue text sizes. Camera field text scroll speed. I don't feel like that's a problem. That's not gonna affect it, right? Yeah. Gameplay, run mode, tutorial mode, digital mode, raw or dot to dot. Honestly, I think dot to dot. I'm not liking because what it feels like is like really sensitive. So I think I'd rather do dot to dot if that's all right with everyone. Graphics are nice. Screen shake. I haven't really seen anything on that bothers me. Yeah. There's nothing for that. I really wish there was. I feel like that would really help me, I think. Okay, that's still kind of high on the sensitivity. I get motion sickness pretty easily. I don't know if anybody else does. And my mouse is sensitive enough, I promise you. Yeah, this is better. The only time I would want that, like, if this was a game in which, okay, so they say with like first-person shooters, in one motion. Oh my god. Just take me out. Take me out. Can't speak. In one motion, you're supposed to be able to go from this point all the way to 180 behind you. Some people like it 360. That's crazy for me. But for games like this, I kind of like, I feel like you don't need to go fast. I suppose if it was a like a true like adventure RPG, I might feel differently, but I think I prefer it a little slow. It's a little bit less jarring. Okay, we want to analyze everybody in here. We want to talk to them too. We're trying at the moment. We have a lot on Darcy. I'd like to get her out of here. Okay, so let's analyze you. This part of the game, by the way, talking, analyzing, I really like. I think the cutscenes need a little work, but I like this part a lot. Like this is fun to me. Even if it's a little handholdy. Excuse me. Celtic cross tie pin. A cross in the Celtic style, a sign of his faith mingled with one of his heritage. Okay. Raw hands. Oh, wow. Yeah, they are. His hands are red raw, with a subtle but unmistakable smell of a modern doctor's office. I don't know that his hands are red raw is the right way to say that, but I understand what they're saying. Kind of a strange. I don't know what that means. Red raw. It sounds like it's like a maybe it's a term that I could totally be. Maybe it could totally be. So this is Dr. Callahan. Okay, so he's the doctor, but he has a rash of some kind. To me, that makes me think that he may have touched something.
Oh, a new face. You're a little late, but you haven't missed the main event at least. Who might you be?
My name is Declan Ward. Pleased to meet you, Mr.
Doctor, as it happens. Dr. Rory Callahan. Very pleased to
Ruri.
meet you too.
I like that name. That's cute. I like the voice acting, by the way. I don't think I've said that. I quite like it.
And yes, before you ask, I am related to Thea Callahan, her nephew and apprentice. But I've taken what she's taught me and improved it through the application of science.
All right, we're science plus magic equals win guy. Okay.
And this weekend, I will prove the value of my approach, once and for all.
See, this is weird. Like, for this, I like the click-through. But for the cutscenes, I don't. I guess it's because I know that I'm going to get to interact. I think, yeah, that's it. Yeah, but when I think about it, I like it here. I don't like it in the cutscenes. Yeah, what you got on your hands, boy? Forgive me for asking, but are your hands okay? Oh, yes, they are. I work with chemicals, carbolic acid to sterilize wounds, and various others to develop pictures. It has left my hands looking worse for wear, though. Yeah, it's true. Just give me an editor, guys. Just please let me fix it. I beg of you. It's just typos. It's just grammar. It's like little bitty mistakes. They're so easy to fix. You guys are here. You're here. I like what you're doing. Let me fix your edit. Like, I just want to come at it with a stick. Do you often wear that pin? Oh, this. You know, it's habit. Settles patience. I forgot I even had it on. That does kind of make some sense. I'm a pagan myself, but this is Ireland. A strong sense of guilt and shame has been bred into even the freest of us. Yeah. Is it really Catholic? Oh, it's Catholic guilt. Yeah, that's what I'm... The thing. Be who you want to be, guys. Ooh, hey. Dr. Callahan, I was wondering if you would parse a medical code for me. What does the code UO33 signify? A code of UO33 in records would indicate miscarriage if the issue is not written out in full. I assume this is a purely academic inquiry? It is. Thank God for that. As you were then. No, it's me. I've miscarried. Look deep into my bearded eyes. Miss Dean's room. Okay. Yeah, do you know? Do you recall which room Miss Dean was staying in? I don't think so. No, if she ever mentioned it, it slipped my mind. Was she in the East Wing? I feel like she wasn't that far from where we are. What an odd thing to forget. East Wing. We're in the West right now, aren't we? God, I'm not smart enough for that. Directionally failure. You can literally quote me on that. I super directionally bad. Except in the woods. I found I have the strangest dreams staying here. You as well. My aunt and I have found we're having overlapping thoughts from our dreams. And such strange symbols, too. Stuff we've not encountered before. But if we both draw the patterns without describing them to one another, they match. Oh, were you walking down a corridor? Sealed doors and improbable windows? I didn't recall anything like that before, but now that you've said it, I do. It's the Séance, of course. I always end up there. Or maybe it's the house itself? Either way, it's fascinating, and I intend to find out more. That's both him and his mother. A second person experiencing not just odd dreams, but specifically variations on the same dream. One more would confirm my theory. We know his aunt is doing it too, so we'll confirm it with her. But yeah, that's... Okay. Let's find out his timetable. What are your plans for this Saturday, Doctor? Are you busy? Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. I'm glad you asked, Mr. Ward. Perhaps I can rope you into joining the talks. Well, I'm attending all of them, you know. Oh, God. There's ones at 11, 3, and 5 today. I actually plan to spend much of the day in the drawing room. Oh, and my Aunt Feed is doing the one at 3. You should attend. Ah, and I have lunch plans with her at 1. Otherwise, I think I'll be in the bar all evening. I need to get myself ready for the ball, so to speak. As for tomorrow, well, I plan to get some fresh air in my lungs. I hope to get plenty of pictures in the stables. The horses certainly have a fondness for staring at empty space. I have to wonder if my spirit camera might capture things my eyes will not. Then there's Mr. Coventry's talk at 5, and before that, of course, mine. The drawing room at 3, Mr. Ward, if you wish to attend. But then it's back to the bar for a few hours to kill some time until the main event. Can we talk about the thing he said? No, we can't talk about his camera. He mentioned a camera. I want to talk about the camera. What's a spirit? Tell me about yourself. Maybe he'll talk about the spirit camera. Tell me about yourself, Dr. Callahan. Really? Well, I'm a local to the area, and I mostly practice here, but I trained in Dublin. I still find reason to travel there now and then. As for my less strictly scientific interests, there's long been a tradition of folk magic in Ireland. These days, I practice my own brand of magic and medicine as something of a dual craft. A situation depending, of course. Not everyone takes kindly to magic, but then again, not everyone takes kindly to medicine. That holds today! But, I actually want to ask about Walter Blake, too. We can ask. Oh, we want to ask about Evelyn. Let's do that before I forget. Have you met Miss Dean? I know her, yes. She's a gifted practitioner by all accounts, but she's a bit full of herself, don't you think? I think she could stand to be taken down a peg or two. Oh, you don't like her. Interesting. Tell me about the creepy kid. Were you aware that Marquess Blake has a son? He didn't, of course, when I left for my studies. I first heard of the boy after the accident. They needed a doctor to help him with his lingering damages. He was in the carriage, the one that killed his mother, you see. Came out alive, but at some cost, I gather. Anyway, I received a letter asking me to consider, come on, here, there's another one, returning home for the task, but nothing came of it. I assume they went with somebody resident to the region. Probably a blessing in hindsight. I don't need to travel between here and Dublin any more than I do already. I wonder who's treated him. Crippled. If he does a little bit of both, I wonder... Can you tell me much about Mr. O'Finn? Ah, yes, our druid friend. He's alright. His heart's in the right place, but his code of conduct is so dated. He needs to be more open to progress. I think he would achieve more if he were. Okay. Since you know about the family, let's ask him about Jonathan Blake. You're from the area, Doctor. Do you know the Marquess at all? No, not really. I left for my studies a long time ago, and when I came back, I had no reason to visit this place. The man I see now, though, bears no resemblance to the vibrant man I recall from my youth. Interesting. Let's see, I'm gonna leave it here. I want to ask about the strange device. He might actually know, and I also want to... Yeah, we gotta get through these two before it becomes noon. What do you make of that odd device in the atrium? Now that is a thing. I've been studying it. The readings have been growing as we draw near to the Séance. The veil thinning? Maybe. But for that, I would have expected a steady grow. One that only peaked on the 31st. No, this is climbed by 1s and 2s. My theory is that its increases are linked to the guest arrivals I can read. And I should note that it finally filled the night you arrived. Boy, bitch. Why are you here? I can't help but wonder what a man of science, such as yourself, would want from an event like this. Not that long ago, people mistook chemistry for magic. The same with medicine. Just because we don't fully understand what magic is, or what ghosts really are, does not make them unscientific. I love this mindset, by the way. Such a big fan of combining both. I think that faith and science... I'm not a religious person myself. I'm just not. I was raised by an atheist, so I mean, not very surprising. But I very heavily believe that faith and science can work together. I believe that believing... I believe. I think that believing in magic does not inherently mean that you don't believe in science, and vice versa. I like this kind of mix of the things. You know, there's things in life that we can't explain. We genuinely can't. And sometimes it means that we just haven't figured out how to explain them. It doesn't mean that they don't exist. So this is one of my favorite mindsets. So I really like that this is I like that he's here. I like that this is brought up, because this is one of my personal big beliefs. We don't know everything, you know? I like this. If this event can do what they claim it will, it could be a massive breakthrough. Or it might be a disaster and unravel the fabric of reality. Either way, I should be here, whatever way it goes. It's fair. It's gonna be a little hard to get him to not go, I think. Tell me what you know about Mary Blake. Did you ever meet Marchioness Blake? No, I was away for most of her time here. And when I wasn't, well, I don't really move in those circles. Perhaps if I'd been back, I'd have delivered the boy. Not sure who did in the end. I mainly know of her through her work at the Blake Foundation. I was especially impressed. You do it both ways. Fix it. With her efforts to raise literacy rates in the region. She seemed a good sort. She and her foundation are greatly missed, no doubt. Well, commas. I understand it now. It took me a hot minute to be like, she and her foundation are greatly missed, no doubt. Yeah. I took a hot minute to translate that. Hey. There's 2 that are locked. Not just question marks, they're locked. Now what does that mean, I wonder? When I arrived, I saw the damnedest thing. A woman washing clothes in the fountain. Well, assuming the staff haven't gone mad, then I would think what you saw is a bean nigh. Bean nigh, bean nigh, bean nigh. Tell me, was she washing a garment? It was. A shawl. I do not know whose it was. A shame. It might have told us who was to die. Bean nigh, or washerwoman, foretells the death of a person. And those who see her, well, they too feel the touch of death. That is to say, they are still in mourning over death, however long ago it happened. Since you saw her, well, I am sorry for whatever loss has befallen you. Thank you. Surely everyone should see her. We've all felt loss at some point in our lives. Felt it, yes, but haunted by it. Perhaps haunted isn't the right term, our location considered. When my father died, for example, I was sad, but I have let that go. I am still sad for his passing, but I am not weighed down by it. I guess that's weighted. Both words are worth. Weighted down by it. That is the difference. That's a good way of putting that. I like it. We want to discuss any people with him. What do you know about Lloyd Dupree? Have you spoken with Mr. Dupree? Have. He asked me if I knew anything about Irish mythology, and that's quite a topic. I'm impressed with his knowledge on the matter. He has some mind on him. He seems like a good man. You'll find that many people who take up a position like his are. You know, I was thinking about this. I don't know if I've mentioned it before, but I might have. I'm from Louisiana, and the way that Dupree talks, and the name Dupree, which is a French name, but his accent is much more. I wonder if he's supposed to have been around New Orleans. I'm not great with the history of countries, so, but I do know that America is very solidly around, which means that New Orleans would be very solidly around. New Orleans is a very, very, very old city. It's been around. I mean, Louisiana as a state country, I was about to say country, as a state has been occupied for a very long time, and not by the natives. I think it was the Spanish who got there first, and then the French took it over, and then the French sold it. There's been a whole bunch of, well, I think, oh God, I'm not good at history, okay? I'm not going to tip any further into it. All I can tell you, and I can tell you with very strong confidence, is that Louisiana is a very strong, very, very old melting pot. We have a very large amount of Native American blood. A lot of people in Louisiana have Native American somewhere in their blood. I've got a great relative. I've been shown a picture of them. I do not remember if they said it was a medicine man or a medicine woman. I know that they are a direct ancestor. I do not know anymore. Nobody tells me shit, and I don't remember what I'm told. But Native American blood, I do not know the tribe, I'm sorry, is very, very common in Louisiana. There's a fuck ton of French people, like French blood, very, very common. Spanish blood, very, very common. Like, this is very old lineages, as in like hundreds of years lineages. And people in Louisiana don't tend to leave Louisiana. Like, we just stew there. And then shit ton of African American blood as well. Although I think, I don't know, I honestly don't know if it would be more proper to say African or African American blood, because, to not put too fine a point on it. It's very, very much slave blood. And I do not know enough to know what descendants of that particular, like, because a lot of it was not consensual. And that's, I do not know enough to properly say. But Louisiana is a melting pot. And I love that about Louisiana. It's my favorite part about Louisiana. But my point being, Louisiana and New Orleans would very much be around this period of time. And I know this with my terrible knowledge of American history. I admit it. I'm so bad at that. So I do wonder if he is supposed to be from America. It's his accent and his name. Very Louisiana to me. We'll have to go into that. Sorry, I went way tangenty. I'm very ADHD today. It is strong. So my bad if I go on mega tangents. Because it gonna happen. What do you know about Olivia Darcy, the writer? Because she's one of the ones I'm kind of trying to yeet from the boat right now. Have you met Mrs. Darcy? I have. It's a bit of a whirlwind. She's quite the personality. That's one way to put it. I mean that as a compliment, mind you. Though I do get the feeling she was hiding something from me. She seems very much the sort who'd want her picture taken, but she was dead set against it. She paled at the idea. Now why would she not want her photo taken? She maybe not who she says she is? Or is there some other reason that she wouldn't want her photo taken? I know there used to be an idea that photos would take your soul, but I feel like she's way too modern for that kind of thought. Makes me think there's some other reason she wouldn't want record of her here. I don't really care about Erickson right now. Very loosely curious about him. We have we're gonna just run him out. Have you met the manager? I mean, in a manner of speaking. He's busy, certainly, but he seems like a decent man. His family are all like that, though. They're from up our way, and every one of them is less fun than a wake. Ooh. Funny, actually. Less funny than a wake. That's a funeral wake, right? That's the thing where you gather at a funeral to mourn the people. Funny. Have you met the porter? I have. He was very friendly at first, but cooled off when it became clear I wasn't the kind of doctor he was hoping for. Which is one who is happy to dole out medicine freely and unquestioningly, though somebody might be an addict. Inés. Have you met Miss Barbosa? You hear so much about where our people have spread these past few decades. It is fascinating to learn something firsthand. And what a journey her father has been on. Her too, for that matter. She's here to dig into his past. I'm sad to say I could be no help. I did try to offer her a picture, but Feed stomped all over that. Why? Why would she not? Have you met Mr. O'Meara? I've spoken with him. It's an interesting case, isn't it? He'd not be the first person I've met who has claimed to have spoken with angels, and yet somehow... Let me tell you this. I took a picture of him upon request. It came out overexposed. Or some of it did. But was it exposure, or did I capture the thing on camera? I think I might be inclined to believe the latter. Ooh. Do you have any picture for me to look at? No? Okay. Sorry. Okay, we just have the one. I'm gonna finish it. Have you spoken with Mrs. Erickson? I have said hello. Rather she introduced herself. I don't usually interest myself in her brand of mysticism, but she seemed so earnest. Told me she'd heard of me, even. She must have her ear to the ground. My tradition doesn't often get a second look in the city. Cool. Thank you for your time.
My way.
Be well, Mr. Ward.
Okay. Cool. Cool. I like that a lot. You're Mr. Scarrett. Okay, he's the one who asked the question. I don't think we have anything to talk about with you two, excuse me. Analyze. Oh wait, they don't take time to talk. Interesting, but it is also grayed out. Wait. Her mystery is grayed out. His mystery is not. Oh, more information. Okay, it's all about the Erickson stuff. So... Okay, so there's like a single discussion left for him. Interesting, okay. Oh, here we go. We've unlocked some facts. Not think the boy is even 10 years old yet. Lost his mom that young, that's rough. He has a good vantage point of the grounds from his room and likely knows the area well. 4 of 7. I think we read all this. We read his in his late 40s. I thought yeah, I don't know why that one's got an alert. Oh gosh, okay, hello. Oh god, locked. He's got a lot of facts that can be. His name was on Mrs. Erickson's list of magical people. He seems to be in his mid-30s. He is a magical apprentice. He is a pagan. Knew Dean before she arrived at the manor. We're missing some facts about her. She has motive. Never met Dean before she arrived. Late 40s. I don't know why it's showing 0 of 8. 7 of 10. He's checked off. She's checked off. Okay, it's because their thing is... They're solved. Okay, that makes sense. He once asked Miss Dean to marry him. Okay. Alright, y'all. Yeah, I know. We want to go deal... We do want to deal with the trail, too. I do agree. Book. We can inspect the room after. Let's spend a minute analyzing Garrett. He has a different marking here. Cigar stains. There's a strong smell of cigars on the man's breath, and his mustache is stained with them. Okay, so he's a smoker. Mysterious crest on necktie. He's wearing a crest pinned to his necktie, but I don't recognize it. Ornamental cane. He's not leaning on it. It's just for show. Is it a matter of fashion, or does he have it for some other reason? Could be defense. Okay, we have 3 minutes. Let's also take a gander at Father Sinot. He needs a nap. Deathly pallor. He does not look well. Unusual cross. His resurrectix looks different to any I've seen. I don't know what that is. I'm sorry. Resurrect. I'm assuming it just means the cross. Strange Bible. A Bible, but not one I recognize. Yeah, that is different. Oh, scarring. Scarring looking has seen some sort of combat. Bro. Is this guy like a... Is this guy like a monster hunter? Oh my god, are you a vampire slayer? I want you to... We're talking to him. I want you to be a vampire slayer so bad. Are you a hunter of evil?
Yes, my child.
Are you a hunter of evil? Go straight to...
Father. My name is Declan Ward.
How many Draculas have you slayed?
I've only just arrived. I just wanted to say hello.
Very good. You want my name? Of course. Father Lorcan Sinnott.
Okay.
Good to meet you, Father.
I am sure.
You are super sus.
I'm surprised to see a Catholic priest at a séance.
Is that so? Worried for my eternal soul, are you? That I should attend something so blasphemous?
No, I think it kind of makes sense that you would attend something so blasphemous. In case you have to defend against blasphemy, I guess. I'm bored. Just making small talk, man.
Worry not, dear child. The church keeps an eye on all such things. It is good for us to know what secrets these events uncover, what secrets these old houses hold.
Okay. Sure, very good, very good. Cold demeanor is right. Hey, have you fought some vampires? Forgive my prying, Father, but you look as though you've been through the wars. Ah, my scars. Yes, I was a missionary in my youth. Foolish enough to think I could bring enlightenment to the masses through word instead of deed. Anywhere exotic. Many places, Mr. Ward. But do not be so arrogant as to think it's only the darkest parts of the map that need their eyes opened. It is as hard to save a soul here in Ireland as anywhere else. Further away from the dark does not mean closer to the light. Ooh, interesting. Okay. Well,
I'll take my leave, Father.
Go with God, my child.
the clock strikes 12. Oh, he turned into a woman. Hi. Oh, we're staring at me. Okay. Hi. Hello. I do it every time. Like, oh, you know what though? Let's actually do a quick save. Just in case my computer explodes. Well, mostly because there was a patch. And, you know, it's just one of those things. Sometimes when there's patches, you need to just be a little careful. All right, so it's noon. C. Joyce, who we've not met, is in the atrium for an hour. Any events going? Lunch is at 1 p.m., so we don't have anything. El Barbosa's in the walled garden. Alan's still here. S. Murphy will be in the kitchen basement for a little bit longer. I do want to talk to her. Barley's in the manager's office. Blake is where he should be. Okay. We will go to the dining room for lunch. So let's talk to see if we can. I think we'd be able to catch Joyce away. What does that mean? Guess we should have caught him in the stables. We don't know where Toussaint is. F. Callahan will be at the dining room. Hopefully we'll catch her there. Walled garden. She'll also be in the dining room. I wonder if it'll be random who we're sitting with. Okay, I'm tempted to go to the basement. Tempted. Might go to the basement. I don't think we have anything to talk to you about. I do want to look at some stuff in here, so let's do that. A camera with a strange attachment on the front with an engraving that says Spirit Lens. Okay. Discussion update, spirit camera. Discussion update, photo. Okay, so we can actually talk to him a little bit more about that. Do that while he's right here.
Mr. Ward, what can I do for you?
I want to ask about your camera, boy. Tell me about your camera. I'm so interested in it. I've seen one of these before at a fair. A camera, I believe. A good eye, Mr. Ward, and only partially wrong. It is a camera, yes, but one modified to work as a spirit camera. Well, I modified it to work better as one. Any camera, in the right circumstances, can capture a spirit, of course. But my lens filters the image through complex geometry made of peridot, selenite, black tourmaline, labradorite, lapis lazuli, and clear quartz stones to both bring out the spirit and protect against it. I thought, what better place to really put this device to the test than here? These halls, and dare I say the people here, are likely crawling with spirits. I've even set up a dark room in my quarters so I can quickly develop images. This way people can take away a copy, should they wish. That's interesting. That might be relevant to us later. Would you care for a picture? See who or what haunts you? Yes! Yes, I will spend 15 minutes. Obviously. I'm excited. Excellent, come. In my room, I have everything needed to take and develop your picture quickly. Lead the way. Okay, cool. So we're gonna get to peek at his womb.
Now, are you ready?
You have a large room, bro.
Yes, I think I am.
I know enough about. I don't know a whole lot about like old cameras and stuff like that. I know they're how they work, but I do know that you do actually have to just sit there for so long.
Then sit still and look at the camera.
You have to hold it for these really, really old ones. Oh God! Ow!
And we're done.
You don't even have a flash.
Take me a few minutes to develop it.
I'm calling you out right now. These don't work without a flash, okay? The old cameras had to have like a whole setup for a flash. Like if you've ever seen an old cameras, like they have like a little bar. They're setting off a chemical in the bar to make it go poof. And he didn't do that. You've got a flashlight on you. Thus, unexpected flash jump scare. There's a dead man over our shoulder.
Please, Doctor. If you mean to make a fool of me, you have gone too far.
Why do we look like Dracula?
This is no prank. Whoever that spirit is.
Eamon. My brother. Eamon.
I love the name Eamon. By the way, I love that name.
Eamon is with you, in a way. I should be clear. You are Catholic, yes? This is not to say that your brother isn't in heaven. Perhaps a way to explain it is to think of him as a guardian angel.
Keeping an eye on you.
But in truth, we don't know. Look there, at Miss MacLeod. No spirits. It's not that there is no loss in her life. So why? Nobody has been able to really explain things like this. That is why this event and Miss Mantovani's promises draw so many. Here. Take a copy. And with it, take solace that your brother is watching over you.
Thank you, Doctor. This means a lot to me. I can see why you champion these newer ways.
Dr. Callahan doesn't seem concerned that Amon is watching over me. Is he watching over me, or is he haunting me? Would Dr. Callahan be so sure Amon was a guardian angel if he knew what had happened? Bro, did you kill your brother? I like this concept. It's really interesting, though. I do know enough about historical images that it's, man, if you want a topic to get really interested in, look up Victorian, like, photographs. And they used to, it's be really hard to do, actually, without, like, finding all kinds of shit. But you want almost, like, you want Victorian photo editing. Like, you want it, you just, I don't know how you dig into that without getting some kind of AI slop or just a bunch of images. I'd have to think about how to research it now, but it's so fascinating, the things that they used to do to edit photos to look like things. Like, the shenanigans you could get up to by editing the film, and, like, it would let people's, like, make their waists look really tiny. And they used to do it to, like, do things like this, like, oh, there's ghosts. Victorians, man, they are hilarious. Oh, hello. Okay, let's look at this one. Mary, question mark.
Mary? As in Mary Blake?
Ah, that one. Yes, possibly. The clothing and hairstyle matches the era, certainly.
Have you shown the Marquess?
No. I have considered it and felt it was more ethical to wait until after the seance. I don't want to set him up for failure, hoping she might show up. Maybe afterwards, but we'll see.
Miss MacLeod. I can see she is not shadowed by anything here. She looks a little lost without Mrs. Lau by her side. Yeah, a little strange, isn't it? This must be the church at the back of the grounds. I didn't... Wait, I hovered over a different one, didn't I? What? Oh, I see. It pulled me back. Another... Another? Come on. Another photo of Miss Evelyn Dean. She looks more haunted than in the other picture I have. I wonder why. But this confirms for me that the doctor took the photograph I now have. Did he send it to me then? Or was it taken from his room? I'd ask him, I suppose.
I should close off the mystery of Miss Dean's bedroom. If I can form a hypothesis, I will learn something useful for my investigation.
I mean, easier said than done, but okay. We'll focus on that a bit. Interesting. This image of Mr. O'Meara did not come out so well. Did. Okay. Gonna let me rifle through your room? Are you? Bottles. A tray. What bottles? This is probably chemicals for the photos, I imagine. Chemicals used in the development of photographs. Yeah. Ooh, look at the shoes. Medium-sized brown boots. Now that we know we have to do that. You gonna let me just look at the stuff here? A gramophone record and a note. Note to self, request gramophone to room, so I can attempt to use this music to re-enter the dream and find out what is going on there. Ah, that record is rather fragile. If you wouldn't mind exercising some caution. But we want to come back in here so we can steal it. A folder. He probably won't appreciate us doing that. Research notes. I mean, I guess it's right here, bro. I mean, I don't want to touch it though. I don't want to upset him. You know, like there's a limit to shit like this. I'll do it. They look like medical records, maybe. They're masked by a sigil. Bro, he's right there. And so it needs to start at one of these angles, right? No, I don't want you. I want you. No, I don't want you. Bro. How do I... There we go. D&D really gives me that vibe. Go. Don't, I mean, I feel like it's weird if we're gonna just open his... He's right there. Mr. Callahan's case files contains his notes on Miss Mantovani. According to this, she does not have long to live. Irregular heart rhythms, the onset of organ failure, a weakness of the blood. He is not sure what is causing it, but seems to believe that not sure what is causing it, but seems to believe that wouldn't help her in any way in this late stage. All he can do is minimize her pain in her final days. Oh, he don't give a shit. Okay. Well, fine. I'm gonna look at all your research notes then. If you don't care about me opening your folder. Notes on the event. It seems the doctor is preparing a research paper on the events of this weekend. Cool. I wish I could steal that record. In London paper, he is reading an article on staff shortages in the hospitals there. Gonna go apply? You should. A book on medical history and another on recent advances in chemistry. I still have to break into your room because I really want that record of yours. Just FYI. They're used to develop photographs. Okay. I'm not gonna open your dressing table. I have some. Hey, can I talk to you about some of this stuff?
Mr. Ward, what can I do for you?
He's so chill. You are too calm. Let me ask you about the photograph of Miss Dean. You recognize this picture? Of course I do. I took it. Maybe a week ago? Evelyn must have dropped it. You should return it to her. How would I do that, sir? Where is she? Oh yeah. What do you think about that crazy guy? Have you spoken with Father Sinna, who's definitely not a vampire hunter? I don't have a lot to discuss with priests. They tend to find my approach to things to be unorthodox. I'm surprised to see a man of the cloth at the event. I do not buy his just keeping an eye on things line. Not for one moment.
I have
Okay.
to
Be well.
Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off. That's my bad. Alright, well, I think that's all we can do here since he won't let us yoink that record. But we do want to yoink that record. So let's make a mental note of the record and we will steal it later. He's in room 10. William Blake, the 7th Marquess of Doon. Oh. Collar symbol. I think that's the Blake one. Miss Callahan's bedroom. Globe. I feel like I'm good. Don't need to look at the globe just yet. Room 11. Mr. Dupre's. A closet. Contains bed linens and towels mostly. Oh wait. Okay. That was a lot. Map. Assigned room 15. What about the courtyards? Ground floor. The dining room is under 15. Basement? Tower with wild garden. I'm pretty sure she's in room 15, which we can't get into. It wants us to look at this, but I don't know how we do. I guess let's go look at it again, maybe? Like where it's supposed to be. Closet. Water closet, my bad, not wash closet. 13 through 16. We have a minute, so let's just look at it again. Yeah, 14. Miss Quinn's. Oh, use. Were we not able to do that before? Did I miss that? Have I missed that this whole time? Guys, Bro, I think I'm stupid. Y'all would tell me if I was dumb, right? You would tell me, right? I have to go back up here, though. So I need to actually probably start from here. I prefer this to the drawing because I find it a little easier to control, but the downside to it, that it's a little hard to dictate what goes first. Is that not it? Oh god, it's that, hold on. It's that pattern, right? It's the triangle. What was the oh gosh, I don't remember what the pattern looked like. Hold on. Release me. Records. R.I.P. Dearest Crest, on Beach, just doorway, strange dreams. Squirrels. Here we go. This thing. It's 3 triangles stacked. So it's, no, this can't be it, right? It's different. Maybe it's upside down? Yeah, I think it's upside down. No, it's different. Wait, if it's different then what is it? Not this one. Not this one. It looks most like this one. But I feel maybe there's skippable ones. Okay, 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. Hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. No other sigils? Maybe it's certain ones don't count. Are they giving clues about what direction they're supposed to be connected? They might be. Let's assume they are. Although if they are, then well, that's the caps button. Then we need to go up too. So it would be 1, 2 here. Nope. Start with you. I would need to make a square if that's what, if these are correct, then this needs to be a square. And then I'm bad at these when I know what I'm doing. I think that's correct. Then I think you see how there's like the little markings here? Maybe I'm overthinking it though. Let's just do a triangle at the bottom. I'm way too stupid for these. No, it's not that. I do think it's gotta be this square here. Oh, interesting. I feel like I'm missing something here. Am I blind? I'm looking for Dean. She might not be here actually. Okay, no, she's not. Back. Ah, here we go. Investigate. Let's go to that portrait. In the East Tower, yeah? Where would that be based on where we are? East Tower. Just down the hallway this way? Hold on. I'm not smart, so we gotta double check that. No, not this way. This is the way. Probably. This is also where, yeah, there's like this pathway running this way. More reason to look at the painting a little bit more. Yeah, then there's that crooked thing. Look at the portrait. Oh, it's his jacket. It's his jacket. It's his joket. It's his joket. Oh, so I was right. Yeah, the wall markings did show it. Percival Blake, the fourth Marquess of Dawn. Dune. Nasty looking character for sure. It's definitely his coat. Buttons on his jacket have the same pattern as the missed doorway. Yeah, that's 100% it. Although, getting my extremely dumb ass to properly do the pattern is another problem. It's a shame that whatever left him with this wound didn't kill him. Ooh, fair. Is it just me, or is his remaining eye looking downwards? A little creepy. A distinct archway. I do not recall seeing it in the hotel yet. A distinct archway. Okay, so let's go try that symbol again. I'm sorry, I will pre-warn you. Probably gonna take me a hot minute. This is one of those kinds of things that it's like, I know the solve, but I'm just a little... Something about this kind of tracing thing. I don't know, I've always been bad at it. We know the shape that we're going for, that's for sure. So it is exactly what we thought. It's an X in the bottom. I don't like having to go all the way back to what I'm messing with every single time. Bro. It's... Well, we do want to go look at that, but I really wanted to look at his portrait again. I guess it really wants me to go find that distinct archway. I'll do that in a bit. I really want to... Can I look at his portrait again? No? Seriously? Huh. I want to look. Okay, so I can't look at his board. I mean, we know what it is. It's this symbol, and then it's a square with. But maybe we should go find this archway it's so obsessed with. Oh, look, that one's crooked too. Let me push this plinth out of place. Oh. I really am surprised I can't look at that painting again. Documents, items, keys, analysis, sigils, observation, learned, documents. It's not a document, I guess? No, why can't I look at that again? I mean, it's obviously this, but I want to look at it again. Let's try one more time. And if I can't get it in a couple minutes. Oh. Well. Fine. Probably best that you hold my hand, I'm stupid. Okay, so... I don't think starting from there is a... I want that all sectioned off. I wonder if it's better to go from like one here. No, because that's just gonna lock me in, right? Maybe if I do this. No, that wouldn't do it either. I'm not good at these, okay. Maybe going from here. No, because then I can't go back out either. I'm a little dumb, and I know it. This is what's tripping me up for some reason. It's this section here. Let's see. Let's think about this. How do I get out of this square? I know how I can get in it easily, but how do I get through it and out? I know it's going to be painfully, stupidly easy for some people. I get that. Everybody goes through puzzles a little bit differently. Some people are really fast at certain kind of pillows. Some people are really fast at certain kind of puzzles and really slow at others. This is like, the thing is, this is math based. That's what it is. And if you've watched my Hades 2 playthrough, you guys know I can't math. And this is geometry, and it's all about like building shapes to make other shapes, and I am so dumb. But at least I know it, I do know that I am real effing stupid in this one area. So I know I'm probably driving some of you out of the wall or into the, you know what I mean? I'm sorry. I love you. Forgive me. It's how do you get out of these sides that I'm struggling with? That's the 3. It's how do you get out of this corner? And yet, it always is going to come back to this. You almost have to end on it somehow. Because, yeah, if I go, I have to come back and end on this. Hold on, here we go. I think we got it. Yeah. Have to end on one of the 3 corners. There's a door hidden behind this wall. What? Am I still dreaming? Whatever black magic caused this, somebody went through a lot of trouble to mask Miss Dean's room. There's a key in it. There's a key in it. And we're going to go in there. However, I can't help but notice that this episode's already getting a little bit on the long end. So, well, you're gonna have to bear with me and join me in exploring room 15 next time. So I will say thank you so much for hanging out with me. Thanks for vibing with me. If you like this and you're enjoying it, let me know. I want to know. What you like, what you want to hear, what you don't want to hear. And until then, laters.